He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Ohio State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense, because you see your defense.
And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. First down here for the offense. White gonna attack through the air. He's going for it all. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone. You practice your script all week of what you want to be in and how you want to be successful. And bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're trying to get to him. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now adjusting. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Red 54. Red. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. The play action fake. With the catch, it's Jordan. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Spider!
White wants to throw it. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The give to the back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Yankee Blue, Jackrabbit.
On second down, he'll fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man. It's Penix. And they got him for the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Got his man to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
They're bringing heat. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Ready? Set. Social.
On the run, it's Hobbs. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Effective offense, leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
On the ready.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
Acorn.
Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Stopped after making the catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. White gonna attack through the air. And the pass is intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Wants to fire on second down. Wiggles, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready?
Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
He wants to throw. Coming after it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Looking downfield, it's Penix. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're gonna be pitting their ears back.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds.
Got it.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense.
Terrier.
After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Tuna. Come on.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Timber.
From the gun, wants to pass. grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
White wants to throw it. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gadsden. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the single back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws for the tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Let's go.
Just a couple of inches to go. Get this done, and the ball game should be theirs.
14. Black 14.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the
Let's
board.
go. Set.
On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man and they convert. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
All right.
To the air, it's Penix. Feeling some heat. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback.
Ready?
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but we're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll let one go down the right side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the red zone, looking for a space. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready, set.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5.
Lasso. Arrow. Arrow.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Dogs!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Here we go.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Penix. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They were looking at them any different. They were looking into coming